This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett and Jordan Ray, along with Joseph Shear on the camera today. We are back at the Titan Fieldhouse, Carl Albert High School for the Titan Classic. This is the second day of this round-robin tournament. We're in the third game of the day. About to tip off are the Edmond Memorial girls versus the Collinsville girls. And I'm just looking through the lineup for these two teams, Jordan, and neither one with a lot of height. 5'7" average across the board. Janiah Williams for Edmond Memorial, 5'10", the tallest player in the starting lineup for either team, and a lot of juniors on the court as well.
Yeah, not tall. I don't even know if Janiah Williams is that tall, but she's very skilled. Avery Helmstead as well. They're Division I players, and Collinsville had their shooting struggles yesterday against Edmond Memorial, Carl Albert, but they are physical. So we'll see if they can do more with that here in their game this afternoon.
This week's tournament brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Let J.R. Rowlett find your perfect home today. Call 405-445-8971. And our starting lineups about to be introduced here in the gymnasium. Starting lineups brought to you by Dynamic Health. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. The visitor on the scoreboard, the Collinsville Lady Cardinals. Now, we are red today. The boys were in a white uniform earlier, and you could read the numbers, and the girls are definitely in red, so we finally have red Cardinals on the court here. The Collinsville Lady Cardinals starting lineup, number 3, a 5'6" junior, Hayden McDowell. Number 11, a 5'6" junior, Kobe Brader. Number 12, a 5'8" junior, Jenna Christian. Number 25, a 5'8" junior, 5'8" senior, Kate Reed. And number 42, a 5'8" junior, Anna Appleberg. Edmond Memorial Lady Bulldogs, the home team on the scoreboard, their starting lineup. Number 10, Avery Helmstad, 5'8" senior, Avery Helmstad. Number 12, a 5'7" senior, Justice Booker. Number 13, a 5'7" junior, Maddie Kirk. Number 20, a 5'4" junior, Peyton Burke. And number 22, listed at 5'10", a junior, Janiah Williams. Head coach for the Edmond Memorial girls, Rachel Craball, and the head coach for the Collinsville girls, Kaylin DeCamp.
And, of course, Justice Booker is starting in place of Brooklyn Aska, who is not available this game. I don't know if she'll be available tomorrow or not, but she won't be playing today.
Kate Reed at 5'8", jumping against the 5'10", Janiah Williams. And if Kate Reed's 5'8", then Williams is probably about 5'10". It looks like she may have a couple of inches on her. Opening tip goes to Edmond Memorial. And driving in is, and actually I said that wrong. That was Avery Helmstad at 5'8". That was at the opening jump.
And she forces a deflection. She's definitely tall. She's about the 5'11" range. And they defended Williams real well to Collinsville, but Memorial was able to get the steal and score, which is something they will try to do. They'll pressure a lot if they think they can get steals.
Maddie Kirk with the early bucket for Edmond Memorial. Collinsville sets up their offense. A pressure man defense for the Lady Dogs. Brader thought about the three at the top of the key. Instead, drives the baseline now, finds Appleberg under the basket. Appleberg scores.
You know, I think Appleberg's got ability in the paint. She's a big target. I think she can have a good game inside for Collinsville, at least if they're going to be competitive, they need her to.
Appleberg is strong. Watching her post up last night, the defenders were not moving her off of her spot. Brader with the rebound, miss by Williams. Brader brings the ball up the court. Booker on D. Well, for a minute, that looked like a matchup zone as the players switched. That's all it was just a man with rotation. Couple of misses by Collinsville. Appleberg gets a rebound, puts up an ugly shot attempt, but draws the foul. She's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Collinsville's run some good stuff in their half court so far. And I think, you know, they're the 5A team, Memorial's a 6A team. It's not as simple as that, but I do think Edmond Memorial is the more talented team on paper. But so far, even though they missed that free throw by Toonie Bice Houses, Collinsville is doing what they need to do to be competitive here.
The first foul of the game was called on Peyton Burke of Edmond Memorial. Again, the Toonie Bice Houses free throws. Toonie Bice Houses in any condition, if you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call Toonie Bice Houses today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Appleberg hits the second free throw after missing the first. And the score is 3-2, Collinsville. Edmond Memorial swings the ball to the corner, back to the top. Driving in's Helmstad. And a foul down low. That foul going on Jenna Christian, draws her first personal and first team foul for Collinsville. Pass inside the paint to Peyton Burke. Williams attempts a three from the left wing. Shot no good, and Brader has it in the front court for Collinsville now.
Williams has been aggressive, but hasn't really found her footing yet as Collinsville turns it over with a high pass. I mean, she's going to Oregon next year, so you know she can light it up.
I believe that was the first turnover of the basketball game.
I think, well, Collinsville got stolen. I don't know if they had the possession long enough for a turnover, but they have 1 or 2 right now, do the Cardinals. Still lead 3-2.
Williams bringing the ball up the court. She was working hard to stretch out over on the floor before the game. Did a really good job of that. There's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3. Drained by Avery Helmstad.
Now she can light it up. She nailed her first 3 against Del City yesterday. Doesn't need a lot of space. Very nice stroke on the shot.
Bobby Lewis Insurance, sponsor of our three-point shots here this week. Surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you. One in Choctaw at 405-281-6700.
Oh, what a finish. There's Janiah Williams.
That was a phenomenal move.
Trying to draw a foul, didn't get it, but still was able to finish the shot. Not easy.
7-3 the score now. Edmond Memorial leading Collinsville. Bobby Lewis Insurance can also be contacted in Del City at 405-670-3665. Appleberg over the top to the basket. Shot's no good. Battle for the rebound, and that will be Edmond Memorial basketball.
Again, that's the right idea for Collinsville, is to go inside to Appleberg, but she has to know at that angle she needs to bank it off the backboard. I don't think she was really sure of where she was in relation to the basket when she caught it.
Williams bringing the ball down the court, sets up the offense for the Lady Dogs. Down low is Hannah Hamlin in the ball game now for Edmond Memorial. Helmstad, right wing, going against Brader. Brader gets a little off balance. 3 put up, shot no good. Battle for the loose board, picked up by McDowell. She throws it away. Williams comes up with it. Helmstad's going to the hole, and Christian will pick up foul number 2.
They had the right idea to throw it ahead, but Janiah Williams was there, and they just couldn't get enough air on that pass.
Helmstad at the free throw line, shooting 2. The Toonie Buys Houses free throws. She connects on the first, just like Toonie Buys Houses can connect with you and help you out of whatever your needs might be with selling your home.
Helmstead, she's committed to Utah, so both her and Janiyah Williams going west.
Helmstead connects on both free throws. The lead is now 9-3, Edmond Memorial over Collinsville. Full court pressure, man pressure by Edmond Memorial. Attempted trap. McDowell gets out of it. Close to a travel. High arching three. Front of the rim, over the backboard into the support structure, and it's Lady Dogs basketball.
They had the opening.
Our first period brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings at 5500 Tinker Diagonal, Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings offers buy one, get one wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. Yesterday we were talking about Tuesdays, but it's on Thursdays as well, folks.
Helmstead gets fouled in the act of shooting. It was a turnaround jumper, and Brader gets the foul. It's just not a good closeout on her part.
Yeah, Brader's first personal third team foul now on Collinsville. Helmstead rattles that one around in the rim, and then it comes out. Shot no good. 3:19 to play in the first period.
If Edmond Memorial tries to crash the offensive glass, they do. Doesn't matter.
Helmstead with 6 points of the 10 scored for Edmond Memorial. Full court man by the Lady Dogs. Long pass down the court. That one's going to get away from Reed and go out of bounds. A timeout called by Coach DeCamp. 10-3 the score here in the first period. The Edmond Memorial Lady Bulldogs leading the Cardinals of Collinsville.
I want to remind people, Tracy, that slated games for later today. See the Collinsville boys team in action against Norman North. Both teams lost yesterday. And then we have a Sand Springs Carl Albert doubleheader. All these games will be on different streams. Even Sand Springs Carl Albert, we usually do a girls boys doubleheader on one stream, but not for this classic, this round robin invitational here at Carl Albert. But I'm really looking forward to the Carl Albert Sand Springs boys game because Sand Springs is a pretty good 6A team.
Absolutely.
Saw them. They're very competitive against Norman before Tigers eventually won that game, and they won earlier today.
Khalil Allen played big down low for Sand Springs yesterday. Edmond Memorial with the basketball coming out of the timeout. They have a 10-3 lead over Collinsville. Helmstead passes to Hamlin. Hamlin, she's covered up by Armstrong out there. Armstrong's got a long reach. Kirk drives down low, gets double teamed, loose ball. She gets it out of there. Now Williams in the paint. Williams goes up the shot. Ends up on the floor, looks at the official, calls for a foul, and then gets teed up.
Technical on Williams. Obviously, she thought she was fouled. Said the magic words. So Collinsville will get free throws and the ball. There's a couple of times in this game, Janiyah Williams went hard to the basket or posted up and didn't get the foul called.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact down there on that last play, and I understand her frustration, but I don't know if there was a clear foul. It was just bodies in a bunch, and she jumps up, and it's a tough call. Brader with the free throw, the Toonie Buys Houses free throws for Collinsville. Hits the first, misses the second. 10-4 is the score. McDowell will inbound the ball. Side out for Collinsville. Reed takes the inbound pass in the corner. Fakes the three. Now Brader. McDowell picks her dribble up after like one dribble. Thankful Reed was there to take the pass from her. Appleberg battling down low with Hamlin. Edmond Memorial dropping a second defender down around Appleberg at times. The three put up by McDowell's no good.
Appleberg made the right pass, and McDowell had a good look, just couldn't get to go. And I think Edmond Memorial probably knows from last night that Collinsville was not a good three-point shooting team. I don't remember if they even made one. And so that's not kind of how they're playing it. They're going to make sure they rotate over in the paint, maybe even leave a three-point shooter open, see if they can make it.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first period. 10-4 is the score. There's a three by Helmstad. She drains it. It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three. She has 2 of them and 9 points in the ball game. 13-4 is the score. Edmond Memorial leading Collinsville with 1.5 minutes to play in the first period. The Buffalo Wild Wings first period.
She loves that corner.
McDowell.
Helmstead loves that left corner, and she's clean swished 2 now.
She's got a sweet shot. Appleberg gets the ball in the paint. Good pass from Brader, getting it to Appleberg. And Appleberg with 5 points of the 6 on the board for Collinsville.
Very good seal there, and she has a size advantage against any Memorial player, so that's the well Collinsville needs to keep going into.
Williams, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Appleberg. Williams really looked like she stiff-armed that shot. Didn't have a good upward projection on it at all. Poor rotation on the ball.
May have rushed it, you're right. Very good. It's a very good shot, though. I think it's one she'll normally make. She's going to sit out now as Janiyah Williams.
Yeah, it was a great shot selection. No doubt. She elevated well.
She's just off to a cold start from the field.
May have been affected by some of that frustration over earlier contact as well. 42 seconds on the clock here in the Buffalo Wild Wings first period. Brader backs down the defender. Ball goes up in the air. Armstrong comes up with it, and she draws a foul.
I don't know how Memorial didn't steal that ball. Looks like they were about to, and they could have had transition here. But this is a stretch where, again, if Collinsville's going to be competitive, they need to do very well when Janiyah Williams is on the bench. Because when she comes back in the game, there's a good chance she's going to heat up.
4 team fouls now on Edmond Memorial. That's the first personal foul on Brooklyn Smith, who's now in the ball game. And actually, they said Brooklyn Smith. I don't see her on the court. They said 14. That's what was on the scoreboard, and I don't see 14 on the court at all. So
she may have just come out.
That's possible.
The jump ball off the rebound there.
Collinsville will retain possession or get it back.
I think Burke got the rebound, and Collinsville was Johnny on the spot to force a jump ball, and they keep the possession here. I would try to hold for a last shot here, perhaps.
18 seconds on the clock. Collinsville trailing by 7. It's first period. Pass out top to McDowell. Under 10 now. McDowell goes in, lays it off the glass for 2.
Good move there by McDowell.
Cuts the lead to 5. Shot just before the buzzer off the glass. Almost goes in by Alyssa Fletcher.
Yeah, I think it would have counted.
No good. 13-8 the score. Edmond Memorial leading Collinsville after 1 period of play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger, please print back the Monterey melt. Print back. Okay, yeah, message received. We're printing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Print it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brunched it all right. What a burger!
Sports Network, Tracy Massa, Jordan Ray. We are back at Titan Fieldhouse, Carl Albert High School for the Titan Classic. Starting the second period of play, it's the Edmond Memorial Lady Dogs leading the Collinsville Lady Cardinals 13-8. Edmond Memorial has the ball, and
Janiyah Williams back in. I don't know what that was about, that stoppage of play. Oh, Well, they just switched jump ball to Collinsville, but I think it's still, that's what they do after the quarter begins.
Okay.
So I don't know what that was about.
They didn't, maybe they didn't switch the arrow, I think, when they inbounded the ball.
It's good now.
Good of the official to catch that. There's a three from the corner by Kirk. Shot no good. Offensive board for Edmond Memorial. A three by Burke. In and out. McDowell with a rebound for Collinsville.
Hey, Justice Booker has really scrapped for Edmond Memorial. Got that offensive rebound. Didn't lead to a make, but I think Coach Crable has to like how she's playing.
It was a 7-point lead late in the first for Edmond Memorial. McDowell found a lane through the paint and got to the hole to cut the lead to 5. Now Collinsville has the opportunity here to cut that lead a little bit more. Brader out on the right wing. Helmstad on defense. McDowell driving. Armstrong under the basket, good for 2.
Now Collinsville's looking much better on offense against Memorial than they did against Carl Albert yesterday.
13-10 the score. Edmond Memorial returns the favor on the other end as Alyssa Fletcher scores.
Got to frustrate Coach DeCamp. You make a basket, you should not be giving up a transition basket on the other end. That's what happened.
That was Justice Booker on that basket for Edmond Memorial. Janiyah Williams with the steal. She's headed the other way with the ball. 1-on-3. She scoops that one off the glass, and that looked pretty.
Look at this replay here. Look at the smoothness of Janiyah Williams.
It takes a lot of athleticism, doesn't it?
Yeah, something I wouldn't know about.
I certainly wouldn't, Jordan. You're modest. McDowell swings the ball around the paint. Brader's holding it on the right wing now. Collinsville's moving away from the ball. They got players cutting, but everything looks like it's in slow motion for them on offense.
Yeah, I agree, but if they stick with it, I still think they'll get good shots.
Absolutely. Reed out top, looking inside. Armstrong on the low post, has position. A foul's called. Is that going to be on Booker?
I think it's on,
wow.
Yeah.
Justice Booker picks up her first personal, and it's the first foul of the second period.
It's officially her second foul. That's what they put on the scoreboard.
That's the one I missed earlier then. Second personal on Booker, first team foul on Edmond Memorial. Brader takes the inbound pass, does a turnaround jumper, shot no good. She misses everything, and Collinsville breaks up a fast break. Janiyah Williams is going to hit the ground hard with Armstrong.
Well, we saw that happen in the Collinsville game yesterday, where there was a jump ball and both players just fell hard to the ground, just wrestling the ball away. And it is Collinsville ball because Edmond Memorial had the first possession of the second quarter, so Collinsville should and does have the jump ball.
Well, okay, there we go. They did flip the arrow back the other way now, so a jump ball. I missed the jump ball call. I was trying to figure out what had happened and why Collinsville had the ball. Now I understand.
They flipped that arrow really quickly.
Armstrong left wing kicks the ball out. Brader. Reed bounces out to the right wing. There's some backside help there by Helmstad on Appleberg. They're trying to close her off and not let her have that low block. 5 minutes to play here in the Buffalo Wild Wings second period. Patience offensively by Collinsville now, and Brader makes a bad pass. She thought Reed was cutting inside, and Reed bounced out instead.
Yeah, you want to maintain that patience, but you got to make good decisions with the ball.
Helmstad for 3, shot no good. Appleberg with the rebound. Now Brader brings the ball up the court. See how patient they are on this possession. They used a lot of time. Appleberg over the top. Williams.
Yeah.
Williams with the block.
I mean, it's predictable what Collinsville wants to do, and they should keep doing it going into Appleberg, but Williams anticipated that very well and got the shot block.
Yeah, I agree with you about questioning whether or not she's 5'10". She looks like she's the same height as all those girls that are listed at 5'8", right? McDowell in the corner.
She plays a lot taller than her height.
Reed, 3, shot no good. Helmstad with the rebound. Down the court to Fletcher. Fletcher's going to the hole, off the glass for 2.
Believe this is the biggest lead of the game for Edmond Memorial.
19-10 the score with 4 minutes to play in the first half.
They can do more things on offense than Collinsville can. So you expect at some point this lead will continue to grow unless Memorial just gets really cold. But we'll see. Collinsville has stated it so far by being patient on offense. They got to be careful, though, as they get a turnover.
Still by Booker. She's got 2-on-1. Fletcher misses off the glass. Williams came dangerously close to picking up another foul. And a turnover by Collinsville.
They're starting to make some bad passes here. Trying to pass the ball in spots where there's no one open.
Edmond Memorial speeding Collinsville up a little bit. Helmstad drains the Bobby Lewis Insurance three. She has 3 threes in the ball game now and 12 points. 3:15 on the clock here in the second period. The Edmond Memorial Lady Dogs leading the Collinsville Lady Cardinals 22-10, a little more than doubled up on them now.
Helmstead is just automatic from that spot. Every one of her threes, and she's made 3 of them, have been from that left corner, and they're nothing but net. It's a very impressive shooting display. You know, she may be our first repeat player of the game here. I think she won it yesterday. It was kind of close. There was a couple other Edmond Memorial players you could have given it to, but we gave it to her because, you know, again, she was making big shots early and often.
Well, for Collinsville, it feels like Edmond Memorial has them. They showed a lot of patience. Once they got into their half-court offense earlier, they showed a lot of patience with ball movement and cutting, but in transition, Edmond Memorial just speeds them up and forces those bad passes and bad decisions.
Now the Memorial going with a man-to-man full-court press.
Brader gets the ball up the court against the defense of Maddie Kirk. Kirk staying with her. Brader goes right, backs up. And now Armstrong covered up by Helmstad. Ball knocked loose. Armstrong comes up with it. 2:50 on the clock here in the second period. Again, a 12-point lead for Edmond Memorial. Brader.
Good pump
right
fake.
wing. That looks
Look
sweet.
that shot, yeah.
That's something you wish more players developed into their skill set, just to give a head fake, give a head fake, a pump, and then drive around the defender. Another nice move by Janiyah Williams as she puts that one off the glass for 2. Leads back to 12, 24-12.
Her first basket in the half-court setting.
McDowell and Brader in the backcourt. Brader defended by Janiyah Williams. In the game is Peyton Jones for Collinsville. Armstrong at the high post, kicks the ball across to Reed. Reed all alone on the left side of the court. Brader for 3, off the glass, no good. Williams with the rebound. Feeds it to Kirk, going up the court.
Nice pass, nice find.
Kirk has Fletcher all alone on the other side of the basket.
So Edmond Memorial, their advantages are, and they have a few, they can score in transition and they can hit the three-point shot. And so they can score in a lot of different ways. Collinsville doesn't really have that going for them. They are going to draw a foul, though.
That was an interesting foul call. That on Maddie Kirk, her first personal, second team foul on Edmond Memorial.
How many fouls this quarter? And that's a credit to Edmond Memorial because they are playing a pretty tight man-to-man defense. But they only called for 2 fouls. Collinsville, no fouls, though.
Brader picks up her dribble near half court. Passes it to Reed. Reed loses it out of bounds, tries to save it, throws it high in the air. It goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Cardinals. Williams brings the ball up the court now. Brader waiting for her. Backs off. Helmstad. Driving in. Booker right to the hole, and she lays it off the glass for 2.
Justice Booker again inserted into the starting lineup this game. Didn't start yesterday. He's had a nice game for the Bulldogs.
Still on the full court pressure by Edmond Memorial, and they convert as Hannah Hamlin lays it off the glass for 2 points. And the lead is at 18 now, 30-12. Edmond Memorial leading Collinsville. Brader trying to get it to Appleberg. Down under the basket, throws it all the way out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, Appleberg just wasn't open enough. And this has been a tough stretch for Collinsville. We're ending the half, and Memorial's going on a massive run, and it's going to really devastate the Cardinals when they go into halftime.
25 seconds left to play in the Buffalo Wild Wings first half. Remember, Buffalo Wild Wings at 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Buffalo Wild Wings offers buy one, get one wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. In the game is Trinity Palmer. She drives the baseline and gets fouled.
I don't think she was shooting, though. Yeah, it looks like they'll throw it under the basket.
Kobe Brader gets her second personal foul. First team foul on, that's 10 seconds to go in the second period, and that's the first foul on Collinsville here in the second period.
Yeah, they should foul again. If they have a player without foul trouble, they should foul again.
Helmstad goes
to
the hole.
They did, but they waited too late to do it. We'll see this on the replay. You know, at the end of a half or quarter, really, if you don't have many fouls on you and you got players who aren't in foul trouble, if you start fouling on purpose, you're going to keep the team with the ball from being able to do much unless you wait until they attack the basket and shoot a layup.
Yeah, you could use up the entire clock. Helmstad hits the Toonie Buys Houses free throw. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call them today for a cash offer. 405-931-3046, and that's a half, folks. 33-12, the Edmond Memorial Lady Bulldogs lead the Collinsville Lady Cardinals at halftime. We're going to take a break to hear from our sponsors on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
The Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit at Whataburger, available from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Only it's not that time right now, so it's not available. Instead, we must sit here until 11 p.m. watching footage of the flaky, crispy, buttery goodness that is the Honey Butter Chicken Biscuit. Once again, our desires are denied by, ooh, look, the Honey Barbecue Chicken Strip Sandwich. That'll hold us over till 11 p.m. What a burger.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
How can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-85.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray. On the cameras, Joseph Shearer here at the Titan Fieldhouse, Carl Albert High School for the Titan Classic, brought to you this week by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Once a Titan, always a Titan. Use this Titan, J.R. Rowlett, for all your real estate needs. Call 405-445-8971, J.R. Rowlett Realty. Edmond Memorial with the basketball and a 30-point lead to begin the fourth period of play. Fourth period brought to you by CK12 Designs. Janiah Williams driving in. Follow-away jumper. Christian on D. Shot no good. And then Collinsville throws the ball away. And I quit tracking turnovers, but that's a bunch.
They have plenty.
Yeah.
They have plenty against Carl Albert. They just don't have a lot of guard play that can handle the type of defense that Edmond Memorial plays.
Helmstad posted up, kicked the ball out, and then she bounced back outside.
Edmond, she's the tallest player on the team, but she doesn't really play inside much.
Has a sweet shot, as you were talking earlier.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want her playing inside that much with that three-point shot she has.
Helmstad out top, loses the ball, but Williams is able to pick it up.
Well, I want to thank Josh Calloway for alerting us that our audio went off somehow. I don't know why. It was not anything we did from our audio board. It just, the connection got lost. It's not a wireless connection either, so, but at least we have it back.
Collinsville running their offense now. Armstrong posting up against Helmstad. Driving in is Peyton Jones, gives it to Appleberg. Appleberg goes off the glass high, shot no good. Rebound by Booker. Booker pushes the ball to Williams. Williams going against Christian, goes to the hole, high off the glass, shot no good. Appleberg with another board. Appleberg is a smart player. She's strong. She has a good nose for the ball. Helmstad battling with Armstrong. Armstrong comes up with a loose ball. It's loose again, and a foul is called. I believe that's going to be on Helmstad.
We'll see how long Coach Craybaugh keeps Helmstad and Williams and other starters in for Edmond Memorial. Of course, there's a chance Edmond Memorial could probably finish in a tie with Carl Albert when the standings are complete, and then they go to the fewest points allowed or something like that. I don't think that would influence Coach Craybaugh in that situation, but we'll see. We got a full timeout here.
Full timeout. We'll take one, too. 50-20, the Edmond Memorial Lady Dogs leading the Collinsville Lady Cardinals on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Oklahoma Sports Network brought to you this week by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Think of buying or selling your home, give J.R. Rowlett a call at 405-445-8971. It's the Edmond Memorial Lady Dogs leading the Collinsville Lady Cardinals 50-20 here in this CK12 Designs fourth period. Collinsville with the ball coming out of the timeout after a foul was called on Avery Helmstad. And just like that, Armstrong goes up for a shot off the inbound play, and a foul is called on Justice Booker, her fourth personal. Armstrong gets the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. She misses the first. Armstrong with 4 points in the ball game. Toonie Buys Houses for in any condition, for any reason. Call them at 405-931-3046. Armstrong hits the second of the two free throws.
And one of the few trips Collinsville's had from the free throw line. I don't remember if they've had any, actually, but maybe they did in the first half.
Yeah, Brader has made one trip in the first half, Appleberg in the first half, and then Brader went back to the line just a few minutes ago as well. So they've had a couple of trips.
Not nearly as many as Memorials. They're about to get some more.
No, sir. Helmstad's been to the line a lot, and she's not getting free throws this time, non-shooting foul.
They're bringing in Jamie Holdman as Collinsville. Did not play yesterday. Is in tonight. Very distinguishable because of her hair.
Appleberg was
nice
called.
Nice curly hair there.
Appleberg was called for that second personal foul. And now another foul on Collinsville.
And Williams will head to the line again. She's been a force on the offensive glass.
Jenna Christian picks up her third personal, second team foul on Collinsville. And Janiyah Williams shooting the Tootie Bice Houses free throws. She misses the first. Fourth period brought to you by CK12 Designs. 1 Corinthians 13:8 says, "Love never fails." CK12 Designs are designers and builders of everything custom for your home. From custom cabinets to dining room tables, they do it all. Modern, industrial, and farmhouse designs. Come visit their manufacturing facility at 8209 Northeast 23rd Street or their downtown store at 820 North Broadway in Oklahoma City. CK12 Designs wants you to know Jesus loves you. Janiyah Williams connected on the free throw on the other end. Collinsville comes back down the court, and Anna Appleberg scores for the Lady Cardinals. And just like that, Helmstead connects on her first field goal of the second half. She now has 19 points in the ball game, and the lead remains 30, 53-23.
Bit of a battle right now between Helmstead and Williams for player of the game by Triple Elite. And they're both still in.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal first half by Helmstead, and it's been a stronger second half by Williams.
I agree. Williams didn't really shoot well for much of this game, but a lot of hustle plays, very impressive in transition. Of course, Helmstead shooting, we talked about that.
Christian inbounds the ball to Holdman. Now Christian comes over to the left corner, kicks the ball back out. Collinsville gets the ball inside, and a foul is called. I believe the foul is going to go on Hamlin.
I think you're right. Williams was about to get a steal and make something happen in transition.
Hamlin was just being backed down by Appleberg. Williams cuts in front of Appleberg to get the steal.
Oh, nice pass by Appleberg. Couldn't get the shot, though.
Great inbound play by Collinsville there. 53-23, the score still. Christian will inbound on the baseline for the Lady Cardinals. Holdman takes the inbound pass, and Collinsville resets the offense now. Only two starters left on the court for the Lady Cardinals. Pass inside Appleberg, picked off by Helmstad. She finds Fletcher going down the court. Loose ball scramble. Holdman comes up with it. Passes off to Appleberg.
That was a heck of a hustle play. She made the turnover, but she looked very sound with the ball otherwise.
Holdman drug a foot there and didn't get the call, but impressive the way she's come in and just really provided some energy.
She snaps that pass from one side to the other.
Christian on the baseline, double team, three by Collinsville. Back iron. Appleberg with the rebound. Shot a little hard. Williams with the outlet pass and is fouled making the pass.
Yeah, fouled on the release.
Peyton Jones, her second personal foul. Third team foul on Collinsville.
And now the big two for Ed Memorial is going to take a seat, you assume, for the rest of the game. So their stats should be final.
Never did update the score. There we go. There's the foul update, player foul update. Edmond Memorial with the ball, 3:45 to play, a turnover. Coming up with it is Jolie Wise. Armstrong picks up her dribble at half court. Holdman for three. Nice looking shot. Bounces high out of the rim. Rebound, Edmond Memorial. Palmer with a shot from the right elbow, no good. Kirk had the rebound for Edmond Memorial. A couple of other offensive second chances for the Lady Dogs. What are we pointing at here?
Maybe a substitution timeout?
I believe we may have some bleeding or something.
Turns out to be a substitution timeout, though. But I think, I think you're right, because Memorial will not be charged with a timeout, even though they brought a new player. Memorial has not called a timeout this game. And you can see why.
Didn't need to, did they?
No, they still don't.
Ava Andrews with a steal. Fletcher on the other end gets nope. She got fouled. But
it's a good block, according to the refs.
well, they just didn't want to slow the game down. Officially, it is not a foul. Andrews to inbound the ball, takes her time, and the timeout called by Coach Rachel Craybaugh.
Isn't that interesting? I say, oh, amazing. Edmond Memorial hasn't called a timeout, and within a couple minutes, they do.
Well, then this is when the coach, now she needs to get her second string in, kind of get them calmed down and give them some instruction. She felt pretty comfortable with what her starters were doing. Didn't need to give instruction to them. They were doing everything right. She needs to slow these young girls down.
I want to remind people that coming up, Tracy will have for you all Collinsville and Norman North. I'll take this game off, but still looking forward to hearing how you sound. And then we end with Carl Albert and Sand Springs. The girls' game is interesting because Carl Albert and Sand Springs girls both won yesterday. So one of those teams will go to 2-0 for the Classic or the Invitational. It's called the Classic. I like calling it both. So we'll see who. And you look at this game, Fred Memorial winning by a lot. And, of course, points allowed in margin will kind of figure into any tiebreakers. So I don't know. It's not going to really motivate coaches too much. Again, but it'll be interesting to watch.
Well, if I had to make a prediction, and I hate to do that, but I would expect the Carl Albert girls to come out on top in that one. And a comfortable margin at the end, not a blowout by any means. But they will play the game, and I get surprised very often because I'm not near as smart as I think I am.
Well, we did that game with Sand Springs yesterday, and I was amazed that a couple of their players didn't collapse on the floor because they were – exerting a lot of energy against PCO is a pesky, quick team, and Sand Springs was able to pull out that win. And we'll see if they have any fatigue for tonight's game.
Palmer drives in, puts up a shot. She goes up over the defense. Did a good job not drawing the offensive foul there. And a foul is called on Collinsville. And that foul's going on Jolie Wise.
Going to be free throws.
Her first personal, that is the fifth, or at least the fifth foul on Collinsville.
Again, we appreciate Toonie Buys Houses for all they do for the Oklahoma Sports Network in the Middale area, and especially for sponsoring or being a free throw sponsor for this tournament. And making that free throw, her teammates are very happy she gets on the board.
And I do not have a number 21.
I don't know if that was written down yesterday, and I didn't pass it on.
I have it at the bottom. I got it. Zaya Haskins.
Way to go, Zaya. She got 2 points on the board now.
Zaya Haskins hits both of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Oldman passes off the ball. Wise drives in. Wise for three. Back iron, no good. Holdman with the board. Off the glass, shot no good. Draws a foul, and I believe he said it's a shooting foul.
Definitely a shooting foul, so we'll see Holdman chance to score for her, get in the scoring column.
Skylar Pittman called for the personal foul. Holdman hits the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. And as Jordan was saying, appreciate all that they do for Oklahoma Sports Network and high school sports. Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call today for a cash offer at 405-931-3046. Edmond Memorial with the 32-point lead now. 1:52 left to play in this one.
And they will play Sand Springs tomorrow. Sand Springs knocked off Edmond Memorial's tournament last year, but a very different Sand Springs team with a different coach, in fact.
Holdman battling again, another board for Holdman. She's come in and given a lot of energy to this Collinsville team. Strong, seems to be in the right place. Pretty quick. Connected on her free throws as well. A bright spot off the bench. Wise drives in. Oh, excuse me, that was not Wise. That was Kaylee Brown. She and Wise look a lot alike out there on the court.
Travel called.
Mostly the hairstyle that gets us confused up here doing the announcing. Turnover.
Doesn't take much to get me confused.
Edmond Memorial turned the ball over, and it's Collinsville with the ball again. Peyton Jones on the right wing, taking her time. Collinsville passing and cutting. Brown, top of the key for three. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Kaylee Brown. That is only the second three of the game for Collinsville. Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates at 2 locations to serve you. Choctaw, 405-281-6700, and Del City, 405-670-3665. Bobby Lewis Insurance. 38 seconds left to play in this one here in the CK12 Designs, the 4th period. The Titan Classic this week brought to you by J.R. Rowlett Realty. Client focused, results driven. Call J.R. Rowlett for all your real estate needs. 405-445-8971. Peyton Jones picks up her dribble way out high. Harlan now with the ball, gets bumped, and a foul will be called on Ava Andrews.
That's going to be free throws. Let's go ahead and mention our Player of the Game sponsor, Triple Elite Screen Printing.
Triple Elite Screen Printing. Find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing.
And I will say Player of the Game is going to be Janiah Williams, just because of the effort she had. And I'm not going to disqualify her because she got a technical, because she played very composed after she got that technical. Didn't shoot great, but
in the first half,
she was a force in transition and just played a good all-around game.
Yeah, and she took on the task of defending a player that has played very well on the low post in Anna Appleberg, and she took the task of taking that on as someone that was undersized.
Yeah, never stopped playing hard even when her team got up by a lot. Nice steal there.
Holdman battling, probably committed some fouls herself, but got away with it and draws a foul with 11 seconds on the clock.
I know sometimes the refs and some others watching maybe wish that, hey, girls, just stop fouling each other, but of course they're not going to care about that, nor should they.
Holdman connects on the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
She's shooting pretty well. She's made 3 for 3 here, even though there's a young Memorial fan yelling at her to miss, and she finally does.
And a rebound, offensive board by Collinsville. 4 seconds run off the clock before the whistle blows. Jump ball is called, and a possession arrow in favor of Edmond Memorial. This might do it. A 27-point lead, 57-30. Edmond Memorial leading Collinsville. Inbound pass, full court pressure. Zaya Haskins splitting defenders, loose ball. As the time runs out, it rolls out of bounds. 57-30, a 27-point lead for the Edmond Memorial Lady Dogs over the Collinsville Lady Cardinals. And that's a wrap, folks. We want to thank J.R. Rowlett Realty for making this broadcast stream possible this week here at the Titan Classic. Thinking of buying or selling your home, give J.R. Rowlett a call at 405-445-8971. Again, the final, 57-30, Edmond Memorial over Collinsville in the girls' bracket on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.